What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Blue Bug, back with a new episode of Farm Together. I know, we can't get enough of it. And today, we got the good old Bring the Party. Hi, Josh. How are you, man?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. You fishing over there?
I was collecting your fishies, just trying to get the episode moving. Get you some collecting. These are a lot of berries. What are you doing with all these berries?
Berries.
Yeah, blackberries. A lot of berries. 250 blackberries?
Oh, that's why I need. Yeah, I needed those for a mission.
Jeez, Louise, relax.
They
So
call
many
me the
blackberries?
blackberry monster. What?
No one calls you that.
Watch
That's
out.
okay. Nobody calls you that. I've never.
Hey, Noah, you blackberry monster. Oh, hi, Dad.
That's what Dad sounds like.
Spitting image of what Dad says.
How'd you get that name? Tell me more.
The blackberry. Yeah, I eat a lot of blackberries. It's a simple one.
Anyways, collecting your 250 blackberries. We're going pretty quick. I'm
happy you're doing
how's
that.
life?
It's going. How's life for you, man?
Good, man. Stress. Work.
Why?
No one wants to hear about my work complaints, though.
Josh, why is work so stressful for you? What about work is stressful?
No,
Everything.
right.
Nothing.
you're right. I'm overreacting.
Yep, okay, there we go. Happy that's settled.
Resolved. I just had to say it out loud. Overreacting. Yes, you are. All right, that's resolved.
Yep.
Now then, let's talk about the real stuff. This farm. Now, this is stressful. Having to get my hands dirty every day, taking care of my farm. And if I don't, my animals die. That's stressful.
I accidentally deleted too many horses there. Oh, well. I deleted so many horses.
Say you were horsing around.
Oh, I was going to say I got no more horses in the back, but I see we're
You
both
were going to make a
Little Nas
reference to Little Nas and Cyrus.
And you were trying to make a reference to... What were you trying to make a reference to?
You were horsing around.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I feel like my reference was going to be a bit better than there were no more horses.
No more horses in the back. I don't know if it's better, but if you say so.
Definitely different.
It's definitely not the same reference I was making, at the least.
No, you were going for a little.
This is
Nas
why
X.
Yeah. Why do you say it like that's a bad thing? Just wondering.
I feel like no one likes him anymore. He had his one song, and now I haven't heard from him since.
People don't like Little Nas.
He had the one song. I haven't heard a song since.
I'm unopinionated at best on him.
Actually, you know what? No, he did release another hit. What was his other hit?
The one about him being a devil?
Yeah, that one. With his bloody Nikes. His Nikes with blood in it or something. The devil Nikes. I don't know.
You buy a pair?
No.
So you're...
I like to collect things. I don't care to collect shoes. I feel... Okay, so this is dumb. I feel like collecting things has a pretty negative perception. But, like, certain things you can kind of just collect and no one's going to say anything. I feel like the community that collects shoes is very not friendly. And maybe that's just a bad perception I have, and I have to knock that perception out.
You don't think that they're welcoming to...
No. Every time I ever see a video about that community, it's like them scamming someone for, like, a really nice pair of shoes. Like, them buying it from an unknowing individual and, like, totally screwing them over. That's the only, like, TikToks I see. They're like, oh, these shoes are worth $3,000. I'll give you $25. Well, these are my son's shoes. Like, he seems to really like them. Yeah, but they're a little scuffed. They're not worth that much. And I'm like, what? And they're just screwing over this unknowing parent selling their kid shoes. That's the only thing I ever see from the shoe community. I like to collect things, too. I'm a huge collector. You know that. I have like, I don't even know, probably just shy of 100 amiibos. We're collecting Pokemon cards, like all that stuff. But those communities are pretty okay. I feel like the shoe community, that hype beast community, not very friendly.
I think they're more. I think hype beast is halfway to NFT community. I think there.
Oh,
I think there's
NFT
some
community.
overlap there.
Funny enough is I like the idea of NFTs. I just think they're so poorly executed.
I
and
love the idea, but I don't think there's anything that I'm interested in enough right now to say. I don't see the industry big enough right now to make it something worth spending money on.
Yeah, I hear you.
I feel like maybe down the road we'll see some crazy stuff with it, but right now I'm like, you know what I want? And I don't, have I mentioned this on my channel? I'm not sure. What I want is I want video games, okay? So everyone's all like, video games and NFTs, they don't go hand in hand, blah, blah, blah. No, I want video games just to sell the copy of the game as an NFT. So I physically own the copy and I can resell the copy.
Well, it was really weird to me that Steam banned all NFTs, and I am still convinced Steam runs the biggest NFT market.
Oh, you mean the Steam store?
Steam trading cards and CS:GO knives. That was the original NFT. Like, it's not even up in the air. It's exactly the
For
same kind of
gamers.
system. It's just not in the blockchain, and you can't take it off of Steam. It's literally the exactly same thing, and then they banned it, and I was like, are people just overlooking the fact that they are selling non-physical merchandise on a system where you claim ownership, but it has no value? Like, the only ownership and the only value is the demand that it drives. And I'm like,
Place
isn't
chili
that
peppers when you
exactly
can.
what? Yeah, isn't that exactly like what they just banned? Because they said they won't support any games that have NFTs in it at all.
Well, they're not
like,
even
yeah,
allowed
no
on the
NFT.
platform, right?
Yeah,
That's the big
that was
thing?
Steam's big move. I was like, is Steam not kind of an NFT market? Now, I guess the big thing is it's not within the blockchain. Like, but like, isn't like the CS:GO knives exactly the same thing? It's a self-moderating market, and then they make money by the trading of it. So it's even actually worse than the NFT market because they're benefiting from the resale and purchasing. They're like the bank and the lender. They're doing it all. Like, isn't that a lot worse?
I think you're. I think you're preaching to the choir because I think the whole system's broken entirely. But
Am I onto something, or am I just stupid? I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't like understand it. But it
dude,
kind of
you sound like you got some stone hands. I think that's what they call people.
diamond hands when you don't let go of things.
Diamond hands.
Yeah. Like if you hold on to Dogecoin through the rise and fall, though, it's one of the crappiest currencies you could possibly buy because it has an unlimited supply and there's absolutely no reason for the
Can't
price
you
to
buy
ever
a
go up.
Tesla with it?
I don't know. Can you? Did they start accepting Doge? I felt like they were going to, and I don't know if they ever did.
I don't think they ended up accepting it. But I could be wrong. You know what? It's not a topic I can speak on because I feel like Elon's crazy enough just to do it as almost a troll. But
Elon is thing is, funny enough, I say all this bad stuff about NFTs. I like Elon. He seems to know his crap. I think we need more people willing to innovate and go outside the box like he is.
I feel like there's a level of I think he innovates, and I feel like he is like.
What do you want me to plant?
Chilies. If we have them, we need them for a mission. We already have the.
They're not ready for 2 seasons.
I feel like he has this level of innovation.
You want me to start spending money?
Yeah. You can start.
I'll let you finish the thought. Okay. All right. So
I feel like he has a level of innovation in the community, in that, like, in the card community, in the tech community, that other people don't have. And although there's definitely some issues that they have currently with, like, I think the cars. What, the doors don't open in the cold? I was reading about that today.
They also have the world's worst customer support. That's their big thing. They said they spend no money on customer support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
no, I hear you.
But I don't know. I think he's innovating in a space that's been stagnant. Cars, and he's innovating in a way that's green. Like, how's that? I feel like that's good. I don't know. I don't see as much bad side as I see good side. Yeah. He's doing the solar panel thing. He's doing the cars. He essentially made the electric car affordable. Although a Tesla's not super affordable.
No,
A
no.
$30,000
There was a
car.
few before that. There was hybrids. I don't know if there was actually a full on. Was the Bolt? I think the Bolt. What was that? Nissan? Bolt. There was a car or two before that was electric. I think he made the electric car cool.
Maybe that's
which
it.
which is really important, because if you think of perception and the people who buy cars, even like you look at luxury cars, people literally buy a BMW, though it's really is, and this is talking from a non-car enthusiast, mind you, but like, is there that much of a difference from like a luxury car to a unluxury car at this point, in like build quality and the mechanisms they provide? I don't know. I think people buy cars for status symbols, which is fine with me. I have a huge collection of video games, and it's my status symbol, and I brag about it all the time, though only a small niche audience care about it. I think that's the same with cars. I think people buy cars as status symbols, so I think him making the electric car cool is extremely important, because I think that's kind of the direction we need to go. We do need to go towards electric eventually. I still think there's a place for gas and all that stuff, but I do think electric will be the future at some extent.
Well, 100%.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's trying to figure out where that fits. And how cheap can you get the cars? That's a big thing.
Don't
Josh,
they have a little Tesla at like 25? They just can't produce it because they don't have enough production.
because semiconductors or something? Yeah. You know,
Something about electronics.
you know, the semiconductor market. You know, Josh.
You know, the graphic card market that just got jacked up because of good old production of a cryptocurrency. So
Yeah.
do you like cryptocurrency then?
Do I like crypto?
I think crypto and NFT go closely together, but I do think
There's definitely a
they're
difference. And I think-
extremely different in the sense like
do I like
you
it?
can like
Yeah, I feel like that's another space that's a lot of innovation going on, and I feel like that's what makes it interesting. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Is there a long? There's obviously a long-term space for crypto. It's just, I feel like right now, I think a lot of it's overhyped, and I think the fact that Bitcoin is one of the hardest transaction currencies, being the biggest, I think that's a failure on our part. Because you can't use that in an everyday process because it takes too long to complete a transaction. So it's kind of, I don't know, breaks the system a little bit. What
It
you would
is
think.
weird.
You would
It is weird.
assume that they would have the, one that could be completed instantaneously be our biggest.
Well, isn't that what Ethereum is? Isn't that supposed to be like the future because it's the fastest transaction, like within seconds? And
I believe
Bitcoin actually, I think it actually, I believe it takes. I don't know if it takes minutes or days.
I think it takes hours, but I might.
Does it? I don't. All I know is the entire idea is like the money's kind of in nowhere's land for a little bit before it makes into your wallet, which is kind of
I'd
scary.
be concerned.
Yeah. I guess you could say you should be concerned about the normal markets and the normal money, you know.
I don't know. Well, long term, I don't know what I like. I don't have any money in any of it, and I don't think I'm gonna put money in it. I don't like.
Didn't you have money in it though for a little while?
Oh, I put $300, which was a lot of money for me at the time, in Stellar Lumens, and actually it did get back to the price I paid for it, but I don't know where that wallet is anymore. So.
Oh, you never even cashed?
I never cashed, and now I don't know where the wallet
Lord.
is. So.
Nah.
There's $300 worth of Stellar Lumen sitting in some random wallet somewhere. Well, it's on a hard drive. Well, actually, if I delete the hard drive, can you re-find them? I don't even know.
Talking to the wrong guy.
I feel like you can't.
You know what the other thing is that I think people really overhype, and I don't think it's as complicated as people want it to believe.
What?
I think it can be complicated, but I think people overhype it. The financial markets.
Dude, it's so simple. Just put...
Like finance bros, I feel like really try and make it seem extremely and utterly
I
complicated.
got a major in finance. Nobody else can invest like me. Or
Oh,
you know
let me-
what I love? I love every time one of these companies claim to be like, oh, you should invest with us, blah, blah, blah. And then Warren Buffett always puts out that competition where it's like, if you can beat the market by more than a percent more than a few percent, then I'll give you money or something. And nobody ever beats the market.
Yeah, it's yeah. No, I think
Just put it into a
yeah,
normal growth stock mutual fund or
yeah, I hate the idea of finance bros. It's so funny because I remember back in the day, you were trading like daily, right? And
oh yeah,
you were
I
making
was
like
beating the market a
actual
lot.
percentages. You were like
It-
climbing
the,
percents.
the tech market. I think I was just investing in like graphics cards and internet stuff because that's what I liked, and that
Well,
market
that's
was
what you should stick to. You should
outperforming
only invest in
everything.
things you understand. That's the
Yeah,
big
but
thing.
that market was outperforming everything, and then I go onto Reddit, and everyone's like, "Dude, I don't know how I lost 30% this month," while the market's up like 20% on the year. I'm up
Yeah.
like 50
Yeah, if you
somehow.
just invest in the S&P
Yeah, I'm
500,
like,
yeah.
dude, why? It's everyone tries to make it so complicated. Just do safe investments. You'll get an 8% return and freaking sit
Yeah.
happy on your. You could turn into Scrooge McDuck if you invest a couple $100 a year, a
Well,
couple $100 a month.
I remember taking a bunch of finance courses. I actually I'm hating on finance bros, like that kind of like mentality. Though I love finance. As a guy who's just super obsessed with analytics and stuff, I think
Numbers,
finance is
yeah.
like is like the catch-all. It's just super analytical. It's looking at charts. It's analyzing that and coming up with trends and stuff. I actually really enjoy it from a math perspective, not from like a, oh, this is my life perspective. But where was it going with that? I don't know where I was going with
You
that.
took a
I was going.
class. You were looking at things. I don't
I took a class. I was looking at charts. Oh, okay. So there's this like obviously one of the big things is people really try and harp on millionaires.
know. Oh,
It's
can you
like
come
a
over here
huge thing.
real quick?
Yeah,
I
yeah, in
just
your
need.
photo.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get it next to my.
Coming over. So there's that big thing like people really harp on millionaires and it's not right. Whatever. I don't know. Well, there's a huge thing is if you invest, so you have to invest early on, but if you start investing at the age of like 25 and you just need like $100 a month, I'd have to get the exact numbers. It's like around $100 a month every month. And if you think of $100, think of all the things you waste $100 on. Now I know not everyone can do this right off the bat. Not everyone at the age of
Oh,
25
you're
can do
about
this.
to
But
give me this balloona.
all you have
Baloney.
to do, put $100 a month into growth stock mutual funds.
Normal
Okay,
8% return a year.
8 to 10% is the S&P 500 every year for the past 60 years. So like if it suddenly dropped and went below inflation, which is 2%, you'd be frickin' it
Well,
would
not
be
this
a,
year,
a
but
total
yeah.
anomaly if that was a prolonged thing. Of course, there's times when the market goes down. Of course, you go back to 2008, you had a little bit of a you had a big drop recession. But anyways, you just do that, $100 a month. Think of skip a day out of drinking. You know, don't go out with your friends one weekend. I don't know. If you spend $100 in a weekend on drinks and partying, whatever you do, I don't know. Try and not do Uber. Eat at home, whatever. Take $100 a month, put it aside, put it into a just general stock mutual fund, whatever. In like 25 years with compound interest, you'll have over $1 million.
I think we've
in
been
that.
saying mutual fund when we mean like stock index, but
It's mutual fund, just a group of stocks, but yeah, it doesn't matter
index,
which
same
one you
thing.
pick.
But
Yeah, you'll have $1 million by the age of 25, by 25 years, like with
yeah,
compound interest, and it's
yeah.
just super simple. And I feel like stock bros
I feel like
wanna
they
make it
don't. I
seem
feel like
oh, it's
schools
crazy.
don't teach it. And
Oh,
then I'm
it's
like,
so bad.
why wouldn't a high school just tell you, don't put $50 into your savings account? If you have $50 you know you're not going to touch, just throw it into Dow Jones. Throw it into an S&P index and just sit and be happy. And then if you don't think you're going to touch it, put it there. Never touch it. It'll turn to $1,000 by the time you're like 50. Like, you just keep doing that.
Yeah.
And I feel
The
like
longer
schools
you
don't
wait.
teach it. It's ridiculous. I feel
School
like
should be teaching taxes as well. That's the other big thing. I don't think people understand taxes.
I was actually talking to my girlfriend about that when she got her first paycheck. She's like, she gets a paycheck.
I
and then
only
she-
got 60% of my
And then
pay.
she's extrapolating it over the year because we're talking about buying a house. And she's like, what is this? What happened? Like, oh my God. And I'm like, what? And she's
It was
like,
her first big girl
oh
paycheck,
my,
right?
yeah. And she's like,
Yeah,
oh,
like
my
the
money's
guy just
gone.
graduated and
Blah, blah.
stuff.
Because she's been receiving like her other paychecks forever, her little
Of course.
paychecks. But then she's like,
Yeah, from
it's so much
part-time.
money. And it really is a lot of money just gone.
Yeah.
And she was she was surprised at the amount. I was like, I guess I don't blame you, but it's like, I don't know. That's always how it is.
Yeah, I've been looking at these numbers for a while now.
Yeah. But
Yeah, it stinks. Good old taxes, man. Yeah, they don't teach you how to do it. It's so funny because once I started playing video games, it told me to write off video games. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about that.
Yeah, no, we did talk about it on an episode. We definitely
But
did.
yeah, just freaking get a hobby that, pays you a little bit of money. Go start Twitch streaming, get $100 check, write off $100 worth of video games.
No, it doesn't work.
Don't do that.
you just won't do tax. It doesn't work. Doesn't work, guys. You have to make enough money that it makes sense, which isn't really that much. Okay. Never mind. Now you have to do the if you make $600, you have to do a W-2. Prior to this year, it was 20,000. Going after the big guys. People making $600 from Uber.
Oh yeah, now they all
Or
get
Twitch streaming.
even PayPal. If you get $600 in donations, you get a W-2.
I had multiple W-2s come in. Not I don't know. Whichever one is the freaking like independent contractor come in. Because I have money through Twitch, I have money through Patreon, and I have money through YouTube.
But yeah.
I literally have like 4 of them sitting on my table. And I'm like, how the heck did I get 4? I've never gotten more than 2. And one from Twitch, one from my normal job. And now I have all these. And I'm like, what the heck? This is the first year ever. And I've like filed in the past, but it wasn't like so complicated. Now it's like super complicated.
You can't have
big guys.
Too many sources of income, Josh. Too many sources of income.
I'm diversifying my portfolio.
All right. Well, multiple sources of income, baby. Well, I'd love to continue this conversation, but we're running.
We'll continue on my channel.
Oh, are we farming on your channel?
Yeah, we can do it quick.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your time and viewership. If you guys are enjoying the conversation, I guess we're continuing on Josh's channel, so go check us out over there. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in that next one. Bye.